Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio. As Ian Hunter said, and my Vista will have no idea who Ian Hunter is, or you might have heard on Drew Carey's show, Cleveland rocks. So can you say Cleveland rocks? Cleveland rocks. A little bit louder. That person right there. One more time. All right, sounds good. My name's Tisler. I'm the Executive Director of Neighborhood Housing Services of Greater Cleveland. We're proud to host this year's National Community Land Trust Conference in Cleveland, Ohio. After the last conference in Burlington, the bar was definitely raised. We had invited Bruce Springsteen tonight, because some people asked about that last year. You know what? He played Atlanta last night. He's going to be in Florida in 2 days, so I think he's doing the southern swing, so he won't be here tonight. Though we have some incredible organizations and people here tonight that are rock stars themselves. NeighborWorks America, City Community Development, and Sisters of Charity Foundation of Cleveland have made this reception possible, so we could give them a round of applause. I'd like to acknowledge my good friend, Cleveland City Councilman Joe Simperman, who will be speaking shortly. Mayor Earl Lykin of Shaker Heights was here previously, but also joining us is City Councilperson Nancy Moore of Shaker Heights. Councilwoman. And finally, the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland that took care of all our printing needs. Not cash, but actual programs. So we can give the Fed a round of applause. Is this a great building or what? Yes. And not just because we're serving free beer and wine, but just a little history, and then we can continue to move on. But this building was built in May of 1890. The arcade opened its doors as the first indoor shopping center in America. You know, it's about time that they opened up a shopping center on Main Street instead of a fake Main Street. It was designed as a big city mercantile center modeled after the Galleria Emanuele II in Milan, Italy. The cost of construction for the arcade in 1890 was $875,000, or $23 million in today's dollars, and was financed by many Cleveland's most esteemed businessmen of the late 19th century. Among them, John D. Rockefeller, who some people might know, Stephen Harkness, and Louis Severance. So just a little piece of Cleveland history. And by the way, when you look in your bags tomorrow or tonight, you'll see that you'll take a little piece of Cleveland home with you. And I'll just let you go from there. So dig in that bag and find a piece of Cleveland. And finally, we know home matters. You're here on the weekend for a great conference. We, each and every one of us, know that home is the bedrock of success. We all know that a model started during the Civil Rights Movement is as current and needed today as it was then. Neighborhood Housing Services of Greater Cleveland is honored and humbled to host the National Community Land Trust Network Conference this week. I'd like our board and staff to raise their hands. They're not all here, but they're all over. If there's anything you need, these are definitely the people to talk to. Though I would start with Marge Mizak, not just the most knowledgeable person in the United States on the land trust model, but also a great staff person. So. She came into my office, I don't know, 2 years ago, after going through the merger and said, "What do you think about hosting the national conference?" And I sat there and looked at her for about 28 seconds and said, "Wow, that sounds like a great idea." She's not too happy about that. So we look forward to making sure that you all feel like rock stars this 4 days in Cleveland. So thank you very much for making the trip, and I greatly appreciate you guys being here. So thank you.